everybody, and welcome back to episode 7, part 2 of the Fusewrights Union. I think we're all good. Yep, we're all good.
Yeah.
So
I'm waiting for stream to catch up so I can tell if we are unmuted.
we are unmuted. I'm checking that every time now.
Excellent.
Okay, cool. So we last left off. We have Grine, who is a bit tied up at the moment, and we have Hicks. I think let's jump into Hicks. Hicks, you were decided to retreat back to the tower as well, I believe, right? Or was that true?
I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was like outside in the alley still.
Yeah. So as you're looking around, you suddenly feel very cold, and you hear this. Yes. Oh, you something?
I wanted to do something about the ghost.
Okay, as it was leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would like to, with my Spirit Bane charm, I looked up like mechanically what it does, and it just seems like everyone's like it does whatever you sort of want it to do, like fictionally, right?
Yeah.
Like the GM obviously says like what it does, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking if I use it to attune to make the ghost go attack the other sniper, it would at least maybe boost my effect.
I'm gonna say no. Spirit Bane charms do work, but they're like extremely weak. They're not. I don't think they have any power to direct a ghost to do something specific. You can still attune, but the Spirit Bane charm itself wouldn't, I don't think, give you any extra effect to it.
Okay. I still want to attempt to attune to
redirect the ghost.
Okay.
Not necessarily hey, stop hurting people.
Spirit Bane charm to help. So
it doesn't go to you. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I pull out my Spirit Bane charm and I hold it up and I take the stress to help to assist with the redirect.
The power of
Just
the Emperor.
Also pointing out, arcane implements are standard loadout for everybody. There might be something in there that might help.
It's not. It would be fine for the matter, though.
Yeah, arcane implements I think are
because there's like a spirit anchor in the form of a small stone. I have no idea what a spirit anchor does, but it seems like it would do a thing.
That's like a Pokeball for a ghost. A very dangerous and unstable Pokeball
for
a ghost.
Are you sure?
It might not work. It might not work properly, and they might break out.
You catch the ghost. You turn that into a bullet, and you shoot somebody with a ghost.
This is great for a score. We just capture ghosts and make ghost bullets.
This is like an assassin. This is an assassin.
Yeah. I didn't kill them. I may have shot them like 3 weeks ago, but the ghost killed them.
Yeah, it's the special project the Hound and the Whisper work on for the first 3 sessions, and then every mission is ghost bullets.
Even if I miss, there's still a ghost.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna attune just to redirect the ghost toward the other sniper.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and then I spent the stress to help, and as I hold aloft my Spirit Bane chart to give it a reason to not attack me.
Yes.
Okay.
So
let's see how that goes.
Position and effect.
Your position here would be risky. It wouldn't. It is not desperate because you have the Spirit Bane charm. So I think that's
excellent.
And your effect here.
I'm not telling it to stop. I'm just redirecting its aggression.
An individual.
Well, it was from individual to individual.
So it actively had any reason to go after Hicks either.
Effect is number of ticks on a clock, right?
Yes.
That's what determines that. So I mean, if you get 1 tick, you don't need a great effect.
That is true. I just want to make sure I can get any effect out of it, right?
I think you would get limited effect. It will head in that direction.
Okay, which means because of my injury, that is now no effect. But if I make it desperate, I get an extra die and that limited effect.
You would have to
and you
basically
roll 4 fucking ones again.
You could. You would basically have to put away your Spirit Bane charm because it's like keeping it away, but also maybe blocking your connection with it.
You cut your hand open in a dramatic way, and you grasp your own blood around the Spirit Bane charm.
Maybe it's desperate because I'm using me attuning to link myself with my bird, leading it toward the sniper.
Oh, which has
You're
the
just
potential
exposed to
for
more.
that, you
just
turning into a
exposed-
bird.
Mhm.
Okay, fine.
Would this
Bird
count
person.
as fighting the supernatural?
No,
Okay,
you are not
hunting them.
intending to do harm for
Fighting
them.
with
Yeah.
the supernatural.
it's I don't get my bird thing then because it specifically says tracking or fighting the supernatural.
And you're not doing
Yeah.
either of those.
Yeah, I'm redirecting it, so it's gonna be desperate, limited, an additional die.
You could
No
push
additional
up-
2 dice.
It could be standard if you wanted to, because you push it to desperate.
Well, it's starts at limited, right?
It was
I have
started
an
risky
injury.
limited.
Yeah,
Oh,
risky limited.
but you have an injury that
Right.
loses your effect. Okay, so you need to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I need to push it. Do I want to? What sort of devil's bargains?
Well, you already have 2 bonus die to the roll.
Right,
think
but look at how many dice I had
know
before.
Exactly
You're right.
how
No one can account
everyone
for your
knows who the
horrible
Phoenix is can tick up if you wanted to, because I know exactly how that could happen.
I want to tick up this other one because if Steiner gets taken out by a ghost, she goes, "Oh,
My
I
other
need a new sniper. Let me
That's
go
fair.
hit up my friend."
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. We'll take that up by 1.
Excellent. So limited, desperate limited, 3 bonus dice because
Mm-hmm.
Daredevil, help, Devil's bargain. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Here we go.
No
5.
sixes.
I got a 5.
There's a 5.
Did get a 5. Okay.
You're still rolling so bad. I don't understand how you
I don't
roll
understand
for
either.
All right.
Just 1 6 and how many dice?
5.
I don't think I marked it. I don't remember if I did or
So
I don't think I
when-
did.
11 dice. There's
what-
only been 2 successes.
So when you command it, what do you tell it exactly, or are you telling it with words?
I think I'm not telling it with words. I'm giving it more of like the "we're not the aggressing party here," like vibes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm expressing more of a blue aura, which to the ghosts makes it calm, and then the red aura of the other sniper is heightened.
Okay.
That's-
Perfect.
I don't know anything
The
about
ghost starts to crackle with electroplasmic energy. It roars in a rage again, and like a storm elemental, it
Oh, don't
flies
bring that back.
straight through you, burning you with the ectoplasm as it heads towards
Mhm.
your enemy.
What
Dealing
level
you
of harm is
3
that?
harm for ghostly electroplasmic burns. Electroplasmic burns.
Okay.
3 harm,
As it
spiritual roid rage.
Yeah.
And then we still have to deal with hostage situation, right? Or does that scare her
Yes.
off also?
No, it just stops him.
Damn it.
I don't
I
see a
think I've got the
talk for her.
hostage situation. We'll see. We've got the talker and the person ready for this.
Because I can try to resist it, and if I stress out, then it's up to you two.
Then you're just hurt. Yeah.
I'm doing all I can here.
3 harm, I think it might be worth resisting it even if you do trauma out simply so that it doesn't take so much healing later.
As a reminder, you have
Well-
-1 die to resistance rolls.
I know, yeah, that's the problem. It would be 2 dice to try to resist it down to level 2 harm, which effectively acts as level 1 harm for me.
Wait,
Level
you
3 is
already
only
have-
acting as a -1.
wait,
So you have a
already
-1
have-
die right now as a result of the level 3 harm, right?
No, I'm at level 2 harm right now, but it acts as level 1. So
did you
with
armor
the
it?
level 3 harm, I would act at level 2 harm.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Well, yeah,
I would just be losing out on a die, which isn't that.
At least
big
you're
of a
not
deal.
helpless. You're
Yeah.
helpless
Yeah.
both other ways. It might be better. I mean, it's up to you, but it might be better to leave it.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna leave it.
rolling resistance, you've got a 1 in 3 chance of not stressing out.
Mm,
Because you roll a 5 or a 6, you're okay.
Yeah, but it's -1 die to resistance rolls.
Yeah.
And
So
exactly how well have your rolls been going?
Exactly. I'm gonna take the ghost burn, and then I'm just gonna be healing for downtime.
All right, cool. So it flies away into the distance.
No, I'm gonna risk it because I can't heal and not do my stress relief. So let's go for it. Prowess
Okay.
roll. -1 die. Doing it. 6!
Oh!
Although I hate
You
to
roll
do
it when
this,
it counts.
but is it prowess?
Because it's resisting. It's a physical effect, right?
In
It's
this
burning.
case,
it's
yes.
from the ghost.
It is ghostly. Let me double check.
No, you rolled
is-
good dice.
But I do. You didn't roll good dice.
But what is your resolve rating? Is it 2?
Yeah.
Okay,
Then
it's
it's
the
the
same
same
either way.
roll.
Yeah, you're fine.
No, because I'd be at -1.
You'd be at
for
-1.
resistance.
That's too much.
But
Okay, this is
it's
3 minus.
because resolve is specifically resist consequences from mental strain or willpower.
I'm
This
checking it
isn't
right
necessarily willpower;
This-
it's physically burning me.
I do think this
And
is
I'd
a
say,
physical
yeah,
burn.
prowess.
Yeah, this is what the ghost can like manifest lightning, and this was a lightning, so it
Yeah.
would be prowess. So yeah, you managed to resist it. Okay.
Yep.
By the skin of your teeth.
Mhm.
Yep. So Hicks, I think you're the closest person to the outside who isn't Grine.
Yeah.
And then you hear a woman's voice just yell, "Hey!" Like from a distance. She's on her way, and you can see her in the distance. She has Grine in front of her, like held and lassoed up. And she's like pushing him forward. She has a saber, like kind of in front of her and in front of him, so she can easily use it on him if she needs to. She's approaching, and she just yells, "Hey!" like to get your attention, Hicks.
Yeah. All right. I want to turn around and reach into my coat pocket and pull out my undercover spirit warden's badge.
Are you basically gonna say we're working for the cops?
Wait, spirit wardens? That's tier 4.
Yeah, I haven't. Yes,
He does have a fine cover identity.
I find cover identity. As I try to bluff my way to unhand that gentleman, he is working with the spirit wardens.
I mean, you can be like, look in his bag. There's plenty of like spirit essence bullshit in there because I do that stuff.
Have you
Okay.
seen the Phoenix's bird? It's obviously a spirit warden crow.
Oh, good. Let's align ourselves with spirit wardens.
What
That
could
would go
possibly go wrong?
You. So you're basically trying to convince her that this is official spirit warden business, ma'am. Please
Yes.
step away. Okay.
Unhand that gentleman.
This will be by default be no effect. The spirit wardens
I have
are.
a fine cover identity.
I know. So you can bump that up to limited. Because by default the spirit wardens are utterly anonymous and never reveal themselves.
Can I pick a different agency? You're right. I need to pick a different agency.
Hold
not
on, let's
Blue
With
Coat.
the construction people? I mean, we've done that
Yeah.
before.
Ministry of Preservation, maybe. You know.
What are the spark rights? Aren't those spirity?
They're
Electricians.
not.
They're
Yeah,
the electricians union.
and engineers.
Yeah.
They're not
They-
specifically cops or have a.
They
a
muscled
legal
out the
authority.
lamplights. They're the reason why
Basically.
they went from the Lamplighters Guild to a gang.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's those guys.
Yeah, and they also
Um,
maintain the ghost field thing.
Mhm.
The inspectors.
Yeah, I'd say the inspectors again.
Yeah, I'm
You go put on,
yeah.
like,
Pull
a
out your
fedora.
detective badge.
Oh yeah, no,
and
it's a sting operation. We're trying to lure in gang members. That's the whole.
That's
She
the
does
whole
That's why
not
there were
need this
posters for this
backstory.
expo.
She doesn't need the backstory. Hicks does.
Yeah, okay.
This is his backstory. That's why it's fine.
So you're an
Sells it.
inspector.
Yes.
All right. Let me double.
I have my
check
I have my
the
little
inspectors.
like imperial my little like tin hand carved tin imperial shield. I have like glued to this leather like fold.
Wait, did we go
Okay.
from a tier 4 faction to a tier 6?
No, the
No,
inspectors
3.
are not tier 6. They're tier 3. It's
Really?
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do I have a feeling that your ID says in the name Inspector Clouseau on it? Because like
It's
I just
something like that.
expect.
It's no one's supposed to read the ID. Like it looks real close. It's like Mike Truck is the name of the card.
All
You're
right.
never supposed to read it.
Why does it just say McLovin?
Ooh, okay, so let's. You can make this roll. It's up to you if you want to help. The devil's bargain could be the inspectors know you did this. This will not be a clock.
We're
This
on
will
their
just be-
radar.
They know that you impersonated them.
She
Later.
follows up.
Yeah, after the score is done, after she's not a threat right now.
Can I attempt to help?
It's Hicks.
Just
yeah, you
sending the bird away because she sees, oh, the bird's going away. The phoenix is leaving. Time to go.
You said there was some other sort of help that I could.
It was if
Yes.
Grind wanted to help you by saying
Yeah, I
agreeing.
probably.
Now remember, you have that setup roll that Grind
Yeah.
did as well.
That's true. Like I could help by nudging her, like in ways that I've figured out in our walk over here.
Take advantage of that setup roll. If it's
Yeah.
your setup roll, that's okay. I am trying to free you from.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'll pay the stress to help, and that gives you narrative connection to that setup role if I'm the one like jabbing her in the ribs, like
Okay.
mentally while
Yeah.
you're doing this.
All right, I think
And then-
that's.
Yeah.
Would that be 2 dice?
So this will be obviously sway.
Yeah.
You can't get
dice
help from
for help.
multiple people. You can sadly. So I don't think the
Right, but are you keeping that setup roll then, or are you just helping?
Well, what's my effect as?
Oh,
as
I'm helping, and I don't know if this is like in the rules, but by using my help, it opens up that setup action to narratively work here.
yeah,
as
we
only
get to
Grind would
choose
know.
if that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this will be
Like,
desperate
narratively.
and also no effect, but not as bad, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Which
Just
then
so
your
my
find cover
find-
you bring it to limited, but she's more
Find
likely
cover
to-
brings it to limited. The setup
Yeah.
action brings it to standard.
Yep.
The help brings it to an extra die.
Yes.
Yep.
So desperate standard.
Desperate standard. I'm going to tick my XP now, as this will kill me. All right. Desperate standard. 1 bonus die. Ah, balls. All right.
Devil's bargain.
6. Nope, I'm the best at this game.
Oh,
All right, awesome.
Okay, so you convince her that. Okay, so you've convinced her that you are a. Let me make a clock for her too.
There's no clock. She doesn't remember this.
Oh, all right. You're using that. So
she doesn't remember.
So
Until
she's
she
like-
sees you again, and she's like, "You're that
Well,
inspector."
You're right. You're right. You're right.
No, this is
Wait,
great.
this
You should
doesn't end
totally
this
go
way.
with this.
The standard effect doesn't like diffuse this situation, so I'm
no,
not. So it doesn't matter.
the standard effect
Okay.
is she thinks you're an inspector. She still wants the Phoenix, who she knows is here, but she thinks that you're an
Okay,
inspector.
so I don't use my mind blank power because that seems weird. If I'm still in the situation, because then it's useless.
Okay, I'm gonna
Does
name
she
the
have a
clock,
clock?
Drive Away Costa, which will start now go into 2 ticks. This won't kill her unless you're aiming for that. This will just she leaves. Either she's forced away and she leaves, or you manage to convince her to go.
Or she shuffles off this mortal coil.
Or you could
Please.
kill her. That may not be as small of a clock, but you could try.
It's better if we just drive her away.
What she says is, she just sighs. Of course it is. And she just Grind shoves you into Hicks. And you kind of stumble, and Hicks, you have to catch him. She keeps her saber out. She says, listen, I don't care what stunts you... She wouldn't call you any, brown coats is probably the, nickname for them. Brown coats are pulling here. But look, that one up there points with her sword. Som, the one in red, the one that you're working with, yeah, he's a wanted criminal. If you're not going to arrest him, then Get out of my way. Adric, while this is happening, do you
I
want
look
to show up?
around for a battle axe to poke up behind her.
Okay, so we haven't seen Adric in a little while. After the gunshot went off, that first gunshot, he was stuck in the building.
You
so
went
he
back to
probably
the tower, but
basically yelled up at names Phoenix to see if he was all right, but he was not going up there because you were on the roof. Thank you very much. Assuming that I got some sort of yes, I've been kind of skulking around the door, kind of making sure that whoever next steps through said door is going to get ambushed, but I was expecting her to come through with, grind and chains or whatnot. I'm not leaving cover yet.
Okay. You can still hear, I don't know if you can necessarily hear word for word, but you can hear the conversation or at least the voices.
Yeah, listening to what's going on, being very ready for whatever's coming.
Okay. And Zaid, are you also, what are you up to?
When Adric called up, like, are you okay? Just a little, like, ding! Like, just the faintest pull of the bell, just so you know I'm still alive. But not loud enough to, like, signal everyone else.
All right.
Can I hear her from where I am?
I think the move is actually to step aside and let her walk into the barricade.
Well, behind you guys, you hear movement as, like, multiple footsteps as your gang finally arrives, because they were also out on patrol again. They're like, okay, we're here. And they all, like, they have weapons, but most of them are like, and they start looking at Costa, who's just looking at them like, what? Inspector? And she says that very much like, maybe she doesn't believe you, but she's choosing to believe you, kind of. Are these thugs working for you?
I look at Grind. I look at the door to see if it's opening.
Yeah,
I think Grind like finishes shrugging out of the rope and like tosses it back at Koska, and he's like, they are special recruits for the particular assignment we are on today. Also, here's your rope back, and maybe we should get together sometime later.
Yeah, she takes the rope back, and she says, well, give me the Phoenix. I'll take you up on that, Inspector.
I step aside, I point at the door. It's like, yeah, no, you want him?
He's on the roof. Go ahead. We'll be right behind you because we own this now, and we want to make sure everything's okay.
You want to escape? Okay, we'll see. She might just get an axe to the face. Don't worry, she might get an axe to the face first. She's like, looks at you suspiciously.
No, it's just her, right? There's not like she doesn't have goons or.
Nope, it's just her.
I put my hands up like just to show, like, all right, boys, stand down. Don't hit her right now.
Your gang looks confused, but listen, and they step aside. She says,
not step aside, just like don't attack right now.
Yeah, but I mean, they were intentionally blocking her way, so they stopped doing that. She looks around. She says, "You first. I'm not getting surrounded by them. No offense to you, Inspector."
I just shake my head no.
Yeah, and I'll just lead the way in, speaking very loudly about, I'm just going to open the door and walk inside. Patrick, and keep walking. I'll just give a hand sign, like, to Adric for how many people back she is. I don't know how many other people are walking in first.
Like 2 paces, you're like 2 fingers under. She's like 2 paces behind me.
I don't know if she's gonna bite. Let's make a sway roll to convince her to even come in here at all. This is real suspicious. She wanted the
Phoenix. This was her plan.
Yes, I don't think this.
I mean, she's getting what she wanted.
Yeah. I think this will be a Actually, she is. I think this will
She
be
does think I'm
another
the
setup
FBI.
roll. This will be a setup roll for Adric's ambush, is what I suspect this is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
How suspicious she is of walking into this.
Exactly. Okay. This is risky. This is no longer desperate. And this is... I think by default, no effect. By default, she's not going in there at all, unless you want to, like, no, it's fine, and make it so she'll go in there suspiciously.
Should it maybe be default limited because it's what she wants, even if she's real unsure about it?
She's alone, and she hasn't survived as long as a bounty hunter by taking stupid risks. I think by default it'll be none, but you can still change that and make it higher. Limited as she goes in there suspiciously, standard as she goes in there normally.
Doesn't effect not matter if this is a setup roll?
That's correct.
Yes, never mind. It doesn't matter. You could just set it up, and she'll go in there, and we'll see how the prowl roll is. Or
Oh yeah, it's how suspicious
Probably.
she is of.
yeah.
Yeah.
So never mind. Effect doesn't
I'll
matter.
help.
This is just a risky setup roll.
All right, balls.
Yeah, I'll
All
pay
right.
the stress to help for this, so you can roll sway because I can't roll.
Sorry,
sway.
I can't really help. I only have 2 stress left, so I'm trying to really stretch. So it's risky, and it doesn't matter. And I have 1 extra die. Do I still get my increased? It doesn't matter.
Distraction? I don't think so.
Doesn't matter. It's a setup roll.
True.
I am just gonna roll. Oh,
That's a 4.
oh,
So you do manage to
Oh.
grant the setup.
oh.
I think
Now she has goo.
Or
I think
um
oh, that would be I'm gonna take 2 clocks off of defeat the sniper because
no.
a possessed Steiner shows up.
Why is he possessed?
And he shows up, and he is possessed, but possession in a lot of these ways isn't the ghost takes complete control of you. It's you're both in the ghost and battling for dominance over your body.
I was thinking it's more of the ghost is just like a spirit of vengeance and violence, and it's just driving him to continue those actions, as opposed to the ghost has a real agenda.
Yeah, it's something is going on there, but he's possessed by the ghost and is still there. I think he doesn't just like walk up or anything like that. Zaid, I think you see him. He takes position up on another roof.
I was going to say he probably wouldn't come too close since it's anathema for spirits
Exactly.
right now to be
No,
here.
he isn't. He isn't very close. But he
Does he now
sees-
count as a spirit?
Yes.
I would. Okay, here's my plan. I was gonna do this anyway, but now I get to do it
Well,
cooler.
let's resolve the
Yes.
Yeah,
let's
resolve
do
the
one
ambush
extra
first.
thing.
Yeah. Let's do the
your
Adric.
long-awaited barricade trap.
Yes. The barricade trap now closes around Costa. So you have you actually have 2 setup actions if you want to use one of
Yes,
them together.
please.
You could also use them in separate roles if you wanted to.
I think this is a
I'm-
big one.
Good
So-
for this one.
Okay. If you are trying to
I'll let you
drive
use the
her
description.
away, then the clock will just be that one. If you want to try and kill her, I'm going to start another clock for that.
I'm okay with driving her away, but I'm not sure narratively how that's going to look because either way, I am going in full throttle. So
just
I don't know.
beating-
It's just
just
easier.
beating
It's
her
just she's
up.
going to retreat, and she just does retreat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I will
and-
let her retreat. I'm not actively trying to keep her here to kill her.
Yeah, that's what it is. You're just not chasing her down the street trying to cut her head off as she runs away.
Yeah, but she still has a shoulder wound with this like axe dragged
Exactly.
down against this.
Okay, so this is a sneak attack. So this is prowl. You could use skirmish, but it would be less effect for this. It would be noisy.
Prowl seems right.
Yeah, ambush with close violence.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. If only you had that ambusher special ability.
Do you want to put that last tick on Mercy finds Adric? Because I know you don't want to, but
no, if we're
someone's
devil's
about to show
bargaining,
up at the
I'm much more
hospital.
likely to pull in some more ghosts. But
You could
I'm
pull
more
in some more
curious about
ghosts.
where our risky and effect is right now.
You are. It's a risky position, even though you're hiding. It's still a sneak attack, and she might be quite aware of you. Your position will be
Risky.
limited against someone. Sorry, yes, your effect will be limited. Risky limited is what it is.
Okay,
She's,
so it's risky standard
Quite a good
because
fighter.
a good battle axe, and I can put that to.
That'll bring it up from limited to standard with your great effect.
I
for
really
your
want
axe.
that XP, so desperate, great effect sounds nice, and then 2 setup die. I'd say
Great. You don't.
great
need
effect will be
higher than
3,
great
but it
effect.
won't totally finish it.
Great effect is 5. I think it's just 1, 3, 5 is limited. Am I wrong?
I thought it was 1, 2, 3, 5 for like exceptional.
You're right. I think you're right. Yeah. So you want more?
Okay, so desperate, great, and then I've got 2 setup actions here.
What would extreme effect do to the clock?
Extreme effect is a critical on great or things like that. That's 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 5 in these clocks.
1 setup action to stick it to extreme effect. 1 setup action to the extra die, and then I'll Devil's Bargain for more ghost interference for another extra die.
Great.
This is a really big roll. Oh god. See how this works.
Good.
Well, hey, I just filled my prowess track, so that makes me happy. Wait, I was going to fill my prowess track and put it into prowl. That counts after the roll.
It does count.
Anyhow. So sad.
You learn from either your failure or your success or your mixture of both. Let's see how this goes.
Desperate, extreme, 2 dice. Let's do this.
That's a 5.
Well, it could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
All right. Perfect. So on a 5, you are able to she's suspicious. She has her saber raised. She walks in she walks in ready for something. So she's only surprised from the direction your attack comes from, not that it's there, and that she's also surprised that it's a battle axe. Yeah.
Not like some
I
fine gangster weapon. No, it's a battle axe.
I think with your battle axe,
Battle axe.
she raises her sword to parry, and she does, and you knock her out the door at the same time as she manages to block and stop herself from dying.
She parries the blow, but the force still just sends her straight to the door.
Exactly.
Just out.
Yeah. She is driven away, and she gets up and starts running away, yelling for a certain sniper's name. Not seeing him, not being able to see him. However, as that happens, I think that there's a number. I think that basically a medium gang of ghosts start appearing around the house. They all start chanting in a tongue that
creepy.
none of you understand.
That's not creepy at all.
No, not at all.
There's
Is there a
She's
ghost
gone.
block we have to deal with
So,
now, or
like-
can we just take out the sniper and leave?
None of them are fully manifested at this point. They're all still in their silhouette form of the ghosts. But yeah, Costa is leaving. The sniper is not done yet. He is still
All right.
ready.
I can handle him.
He starts firing, but he hasn't done any serious damage yet.
Are we cool if I spend a coin out of the
Yes, I will
thing? Okay.
give
great.
you a
Yeah.
coin myself.
Um,
It's not cool.
all right.
Your
So-
gang and Marlene scatter. They're done. That is the desperate position. It's just the gangs.
They wanted to fight. You gotta punch ghosts sometimes.
They're not here to fight ghosts.
Ghost punchers.
Yeah, they're not.
They
ghost
weren't
hunters.
specific enough.
So your gang is gone.
all
All right. So I'm going to give a little flashback to meeting up with, and I don't have a name of one, but Anne Gondolier.
Okay.
Oh,
And I would like to pay them to not get involved in the turf war, but to help deal with the fallout. And the pitch is basically, look, some shit's going to go down, and we know shit gets stirred up in Crow's Foot when people die. Okay. There's people that will be affected by this, and you need to help them. Like the people that live there.
Yeah.
And by extension, us. So here's a coin. Please help. And just on their reputation, I think.
Yeah.
I think they'd show up.
You're paying a coin to do it. Okay. I don't assume the roll, but I think by default, you're paying them a coin. I don't know if they do show up. It's 1 stress, but I don't know if even they are by themselves enough for this many ghosts. So I think, were they there all along, or did they step outside from the tower?
I mean, I think they were just on standby just in case. Like, they were there for after this was over, when there were dead bodies that were coming back, right?
So you call them in as soon as the ghosts appear, basically.
Yeah.
So flashback-wise, they probably dealt with the dead bodies, not as chucking for maybe.
Yes. Either way, they show up, but I don't think they were prepared for this many of them. If this was a roll, it would be limited effect. And so they're there. And do you just want to kind of watch them deal with the ghosts, or do you want to help?
I mean, I'm figuring that gives us better position to deal with ghosts, or better effect.
They are basically they're a small gang of gondoliers. There's about 3 or 4 of them against the several ghosts, medium gang of them. And if I remember correctly, let me check the gondoliers. They might just fight them.
They just beat up ghosts.
They take care of supernatural problems for the small folk. Like, the government uses the spirit wardens, the citizens use the gondoliers.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now knowing the gondoliers exist, I did not know this gang existed. I am way more on board with taking out the spirit wardens if there's already a community organized ghost protection unit.
It's the ghost citizens.
And they don't like the spirit wardens either.
It's the ghost neighborhood watch.
It's the ghost neighborhood watch.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I know what they have. So they would have pulled up on a boat, basically. They probably would have been waiting on the water, because they tend to, they're gondoliers.
Can I sweeten the deal? And I don't know if this is possible, but there's a bit of a problem with boats on the water right now. Can we get them an exemption? Is that going too far for this?
You can promise them an exemption. Getting them an exemption is a whole nother thing. Especially because for some reason
I wasn't sure.
Demons don't like the ghost neighborhood watch.
Obviously, yeah.
You can promise it to them, and then if you don't get it to them in time, it'll be a -1. If you want.
Can I flashback for extended protection? To have gone over the terms of our contract with
the demons.
Like, shown up with textbooks and drafted contracts for them to sign, so we can all be on the same page about our deal.
Do you want to show up to the demons with textbooks?
Like law books and contracts already pre-drafted, and supplies to edit them, and a notary
for the gondoliers.
Notary. Yes, the notary's there to make sure it is their own blood that they sign the contract and not some sacrifice's blood.
And this is for specifically to get them to.
Well, the thing I'm arguing for in the contract is that in turn our contractors are temporarily extended protection
if they're working for you
while doing contract work
specifically for you.
Yeah, maybe they fly our symbol while they're working for us.
Yeah, they have to if they have a specific thing that shows them that,
like a time-stamped pass or something, some bureaucracy. I'm adding a level of bureaucracy to us hiring contractors
because demons love bureaucracy.
Okay, this is a 2-stress flashback.
And, that troubles me out.
And this is limited.
No.
I mean, sure. Is this worth it?
You don't have to do that right now.
I mean, yeah, we can handle that after the score. Like, we can promise the gondoliers and then go do that later.
Okay. All right. Well, I was just trying to increase the gondoliers' play.
I think it's it's the best we're gonna get it right now, right? Like the rest of the stuff we have to de-stress and deal with later.
Okay, then I won't do that. Never mind. It was just a suggestion.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.
You could still wreck the ghost with gondolier help.
Yeah, you did the
Well,
pay the coin.
I'm just saying, like, as far as like what we tell the gondoliers.
Oh, if you want to sweeten the deal.
I don't want to promise them. Yeah, I don't want to like promise them that it'll happen, but I'm like, you now have an avenue of being able to traverse this city. Like, you just need to, do this with us, and we'll see what we can do. Because you've seen us tooling around, and you can't even get out of your docks.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah, I think that's possible. I think that'll be standard. They do want that. My devil's bargain for this is I'll start a clock that the gondoliers would know, but they're again more of a neighborhood watch. The spirit wardens know of the connection between you and the demons. Would be the thing.
That's fine.
I think because you already have their attention in another way, this will be a 4 o'clock. Like, you're the only one. You guys have a boat and it's fine, and it's the only one that's fine. That's not suspicious at all.
Right.
Yeah. So I think we can do that if you want.
And the thing is, like, once we clue them into why we have that exemption, like why we're working with the demons, they won't like it at all, but they'll support it a little bit because they hate the spirit warden.
It'll be they'll be caught in the middle of it. Okay,
the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Sure.
Just
long title.
You want those friends to be demons.
No, it's just another enemy. The enemy, your enemy. It's still an enemy. It's just not yours.
It's an enemy you can use to your advantage. Okay. So yeah, that can be the devil's bargain. It will be standard effect because they do like.
So is this a roll? Because I'm paying them. I'm just like sweetening the deal.
Oh, my mistake. Then I'll leave that clock empty. I didn't know we were paying them again. Or
no, it was I'm gonna pay them a coin to help show up, and maybe we can work something out where you guys can operate without screwing with the demons. You know.
Then yeah, you're just offering that.
That's the PR move.
Yep. Then you can just do that. I'll leave that clock there, but empty.
Okay.
Okay.
So would it be like leading a
there is eventually going to be a project about gondoliers, getting them on our side and everything. So this opens that up.
Look at that.
Okay, so yeah, there is a medium gang of violent and dangerous ghosts here. Someone asked about if they dealt harm directly. The answer was no. I was introducing a new threat. But they can they can kill, possess, or almost kill and possess people at this point. So it's super dangerous fighting these ghosts. The gondoliers will fight them. Is anyone joining them?
Can we lead an attune action to get rid of them? Because as far as I know,
attune doesn't kill ghosts. Attune
just drives them away.
Control them. Usually, drive them away is the easiest one to do. Things like that.
I have no way to.
If there's anything you have to attack ghosts, yes. I know Zayd has Ghost Killer.
What is the effect of electroplasm on ghosts?
Electroplasm is very strong. It can destroy ghosts utterly. That's electroplasm is how electroplasmic incineration is how they dispose of bodies in the Bellwether crematorium.
So I have Spark, which is a measure of raw electroplasm blended with seawater. It's a drug for humans, but it should have some effect on them, I'm guessing?
Some, yes. I don't think it's not a pure electroplasmic energy weapon, but yes.
The user feels empowered and emits mild electrical energy.
Oh, yeah, that's when a human takes it.
Yeah, if you guys can just hold them off until I can deal with the sniper, which with my ghost hunter I most likely can. I can just use electroplasmic ammo and spray down the ghost.
You want to change partners and maybe a couple of us go after the sniper, you take care of the ghosts?
Mm-hmm.
We can beat up a possessed body.
Not any useful with ghosts, and I could do something with the sniper.
We can take out a possessed body, but we cannot punch ghosts, and you can.
I can shoot ghosts. I can't punch ghosts.
Sorry, you can shoot
distance
ghosts.
Punching.
long distance punch ghosts, and we cannot touch them.
It's weird to go from like me on the top floor going like, okay, you guys deal with the sniper that I can get a shot on, but let me shoot the ghosts that are downstairs, right? I think
deal with the sniper, smoke out the building are synonymous terms.
So the ghosts,
because I can like,
as the gondoliers rush in and start attacking them, because they have their own. They don't usually use electroplasmic weapons. They seem to have weapons somewhat similar to like they have like ancient weapons that seem to have some kind of magic in them that let them
like batons with runes carved in them.
Exactly. Yeah, old stuff.
Arcane implements have a vial of electroplasm in it.
Yes. And they're going to start fighting them, and yeah, while you guys are deciding what to do, even though I know it's on character, the situation is they're fighting. I don't know who's winning yet, because we'll see if you participate.
I really want to take out the sniper, and I can do that like right away because
then do it. If you have a thing you're doing, just do it because we have to make some movement.
Yep.
Yeah. So, because both our scopes are broken,
yes,
I'm using my bird and our weird like linked sight in order to like. That's how I get my bonus to hit like my ghost hunter, which is also how I can aim at him without a scope.
Yep.
And do I know he's a ghost? Like, can I tell, or can my bird tell?
I think your bird can tell once you're your bird can tell once you're looking through it. Like, because they have Ghost Hunter and stuff like that, they can like smell it probably, or when they look, they can like see an aura of ghost, like see into the ghost field.
In that case, let me see what specifically my electroplasmic ammo does.
I think it isn't as effective against living creatures.
Yeah, but he is possessed.
He is possessed. That might cancel out, basically, because there is a ghost there and a living person.
The electrical charge is enough to stun a person, but does very little real harm to the person. It doesn't say anything about like possessed people in it.
Yeah,
you can not.
You would stun him either way.
Stunning and knocking him out is just as effective.
Yeah. Because it is Steiner.
To shoot him down. The point's to stop the ghost from attacking us.
Yeah. And he's aiming at you too. This will just be risky for you, not desperate, because his scope is broken too, so he doesn't have as good a shot on you.
Okay.
Also, the
ghost field like at 4 o'clock.
I mean, we already have their attention, so
just throwing it out there. It's in the description.
Yeah. I think I'm still going to use it because even though Steiner's an asshole, he's still one of my deadly friends.
Okay. He doesn't speak. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you know it is, because now he's like speaking and saying
words. we can stay like in the same room together, not even say a word, and I can still call him a friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hunting. I gain potency because I'm fighting a ghost.
That brings us up to standard, because normally you wouldn't have...
I would be at reduced effect.
Because of the scope, yeah.
And standard would be enough to get...
Fine rifle means it's great.
So, it would be normally before anything modifies it, harm or bonuses, it would be risky, limited, because he's too far away for you without a spyglass.
Got it. And then that goes down to no effect because of my harm, but... up in effect because of my bird, up in effect because of my rifle.
Yes.
I assume the ammo doesn't go up in effect, right?
Not for this.
It just doesn't kill him.
It just doesn't kill him. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm at standard risky.
Yes.
Which is all I really need.
Okay.
Desperate, you get a bonus die.
Desperate, I get a bonus die. So let's push it. Desperate, great.
Okay, so you were again not really taking a lot of cover at all.
No,
you're just like standing.
You're still on the roof.
Yeah,
still on the roof.
Standing like on the roof.
I can also see it like you're specifically waiting till he's about to shoot you to shoot him, so that you have a better shot and he exposes himself or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like he needs to expose himself all the way up before he can really shoot me because he doesn't have a scope. Yeah. So that's when I get more of his body to shoot
It's desperate for each other, basically. You desperate great.
So desperate.
Daredeviling?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, that's what
daredeviling.
he's
Jump
doing.
sprint, great.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's because for the extra die.
Mhm.
Because I roll like dog shit.
You're using electroplasmic ammunition, so I could see a tick on auto supply coming forward.
I don't really need another die,
Okay.
or do I?
That's what
I would
they
say
all
no.
say.
I heard some
That's
kind of
why-
hammering on a coffin. I don't know what was going on there, but
Sure. Out of supply.
Okay. Great. We have so many.
Rolling. 5. I think that's the
Wow.
So I think it's the exact same thing as before, only without
I
the
got
spyglasses
shot
this
again.
time. Both of you shoot
Yeah,
each other.
we didn't want to spend more money on another shot, so it's actually the same B-roll.
Yeah, they added a tiny bit of electrical effects to one of the bullets this time.
Oh yeah, no, it's just like
It is the same B-roll
racing on yours.
flipped, so you can't tell it's the same shot. It's just mirrored.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
So I can't resist that
You take level
because
3
even if
harm.
I do, it's level 2 anyway.
He shoots
So-
you.
Shot again. But he's dealt with.
He gets like
And you need help.
taken out.
No, I don't need help. I'm just at minus 1d because of my
Okay.
thing.
Yeah,
Right.
because of
Yeah.
toughest nails.
You don't have a need help
Okay.
option. Your need help is your dead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because now my problem is I'm very close to stressing out and very hurt. If I try to
there
reduce
isn't-
it, I get a trauma. But
There
then
is
my
no reduction in honor for just taking a knee here, man. Like,
Phoenix never sleeps.
Okay. Meanwhile, down below, there's
We take all these boxes with
ghost
beat the sniper.
carnage.
Yeah, the sniper is now done
So if we can
because he,
just deal with the ghosts somehow.
Yes, there's a medium gang of violent ghosts. Even if you are not participating in the fight, they will try to attack you if you don't run. Actually, even if you do run, but if you don't run, they'll attack you anyways. And even in the middle
Alright.
of the fight, they're all simultaneously chanting. It's really creepy.
okay, so hang on. What's 1, 2, 3, 4?
Can I try to wreck their chant with arcane implements, where I get a pouch of
Vial of
black salt
electroplasm.
and just like I'm chucking handfuls of pocket salt and
There is a
ghosts.
vial of electroplasm that's designed to break and splatter on impact in there as well. If you
Oh, yeah, that.
just splatter him with
Whatever.
electric.
I have an arcane implement. I'm attempting to wreck their chant.
Okay. I did not expect this, but I think we're gonna make
Wreck their ritual, whatever it is.
a
to
6
stop.
block.
No
Stop
more
them.
claws. We've had so many.
I know you had, but they're a gang of ghosts. You asked for it when you devil's bargained ghosts twice, and a desperate position, and then got consequences.
on the plus side though, we take care of the ghosts. I don't think anybody else around here is going to fuck with the people that took out a gang of ghosts. I think
No.
we're good, right?
I think this is the end boss.
It's pretty secure. Gang's pretty secure.
Yes.
All right. Well, in that case,
Well, Hicks,
God,
you
it's a lot
said
of
you
stress,
wanted
but I
to.
could flash back and get us a priest.
Well, there you have a gang of like gondoliers who makes this a lot more easy.
Yeah, I'm assuming the gondoliers can beat up the ghost while I wreck their actions, distract and remove their functionality with a vial of electroplasm, basically ghost grenade them.
Instead of a clock, if you want to, we could just make this one big group action to try and fight them off with the gondoliers.
No one has enough stress for that. To not come out and die is the problem.
Can the gondoliers?
Yeah, I've got
Gondoliers cannot
3
lead.
stress
Gondolier-
to.
I got 2.
If there's a command roll in there, I'm still taking the stress.
Yes. Well, if you are commanding them and leading it, yes. But if everyone would have to do the same thing. They are skirmishing with the ghosts, is what the gondoliers are.
Well,
they don't
I mean,
have
you
real
could get
action
in there-
levels.
Adric could get in there with the gondoliers and just command them to fight better, right? Like that's
Yes.
Is that a thing you can do? So you
Yes.
could just action them to like do that. You might
Yeah.
take one stress from them fucking up. I don't know, but
I'm
So-
willing to give that a shot because
So
Yeah.
Adric commands them to fight better while you two wreck you two group action wreck to help out the fight, essentially.
yeah, we could do that.
All right. Do you have two stress left or three?
Who are you
I have
asking?
3.
Okay.
You have three. You should probably lead it because if we both fail, I trauma out.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this case, if we both fail,
Okay,
I
That's
have
fine.
you have 1 stress and I have 2.
So is that, am
That's
I
fair.
reading, are all 3 of you doing group action, or is it 2 separate ones?
So it's
we've got
two separate group actions.
Yeah.
actions.
One that's to wreck, one that is command, what plus the gondoliers. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start with command and the gondoliers and see how they're doing.
Okay. Command position.
Your position here is desperate. There are a bunch of ghosts that are violent
really?
and horrifying.
Okay. And effect generally on this one?
To command them to fight ghosts better, they're not.
I guess giving them information about how the building. That's not command.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Because the building is anathema to spirits, you could command them to drive them towards the building where they'll like be under more pressure and probably break more.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sounds good.
Okay.
Would that
Tactical
be
command.
standard then?
Yes. That could be standard. Just checking with.
And here's a question:
Tier 3. Good.
nearby, have they seen physical violence?
The ghosts, have they seen physical violence?
No. Well, the ghosts, but
The gondoliers?
it's against the person I'm commanding. Yeah. Did
They
they
have-
watch me take out the other girl?
They saw the bodies. They saw the bodies of the people you fought yesterday. So I'm going to say yes.
Sweet. Okay. So we have desperate, standard, and an extra die from that.
Yep.
And then we'll have their roll.
Okay.
Let's see. L.
A 5 from them. Okay.
At least no stress, and it's a success.
It is. So, you and the gang, however, both take some pretty serious harm as a result of this.
The gang of gondoliers?
The gang of gondoliers. They're not going to take as much. They prepared for this. That's the thing. So they won't be as harmed as most. Let me check what if there is a thing for gang.
There is a thing for gang
Here we
harm.
go.
I think they have the same effect things as we do.
You are correct. It is exactly the same. So they're going to take level 2 harm impaired right now. So they're going to roll with -1 die in the future. But they're still fighting and they're still trying to treat them. The ghosts, however, will deal level 3 harm to you. They did. The gondoliers just resisted that harm from level 3 to 2.
Did armorable.
No, these ones aren't using electroplasm. They are trying to possess you, and I think right now they're too angry to really stick with it or dedicate themselves to possessing you. So this isn't that. This is more of when you're fighting them off before they let go of you each time. It's like mental energy.
Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of draining you.
I have a question.
I am reminded of the Well, actually, did you see Harry Potter 3, the movie, Marissa?
No, I haven't seen the movies. I've read all the books.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I thought I could tell. Okay, in
Or-
the third movies, the Dementors kind of swarm like birds in a way, kind of like that. So that's
Okay.
what they're doing. Either way, level 3 for kind of spirit drain. Yes, Jordan.
What is the rec roll setting up then? What is the
I
rec
thought it
roll
was
doing?
also attacking them, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Clock.
Yeah, it's
disrupting their-
breaking it's breaking them apart. Like
Got it.
whatever they're chanting for is not going to happen.
Yeah.
hmm
So I
Okay.
can resist that, I presume, with resolve.
Yes, you can.
It's a 50-50 shot of playing out over that.
You seem to
Um,
bounce between very difficult and very easy scores.
We started this score controlled, and it's just like been 8 clocks back to back.
So
There was a lot of.
clocks-
They kept bouncing into each other. You have like, yeah. There was the fire
the-
that started.
The
There was...
waterfall cascade of oh dear God.
Can you
sniper
devil's
clock
bargain
is-
resist rolls?
You can devil's bargain any roll.
Sure. What do we got?
I don't know.
Oh, there's the
let's
major
see.
one.
There's the major
Possessed.
one. Actually, yeah. If you want to find yourself possessed, it'll deal less harm.
Oh, that sounds actually like fun.
What does possessed do exactly?
I don't
Yeah.
know, but let me check.
It would
possessed.
only be fictional, I guess.
No, possessed as an actual thing.
I thought that was level 2 harm because taking level 2 harm in order to try and resist harm seems a little silly.
Possessed is level 3 harm, technically.
In this case, yeah, this would be. I don't think you actually. There's a thing specifically for possession.
There is.
It's in the Ghost playbook. Like if you're possessed, you like full on. You know. When you possess someone. Who does it say there? I don't know. It doesn't. It's like a trauma per week that you're possessed. It's something very difficult, so I'm tempted to actually take that back because it's.
Possess is not harm.
Here we go. There's just a spirit in there with you.
Yeah.
Presuming if we're driving the spirits away, that will also be gone. If we can manage.
No, that one wouldn't be gone. That one would be a part of you to deal with later.
In which case, let's the silly devil's bargain.
You could always take the mercy
There we go.
clock.
I think it because these are. I think one of these particular ghosts, as the devil's bargain, might have a particular affinity with your bloodthirstiness, and so that's why it's not harm when it possesses you. It's like yes, fight.
This is the perfect body to possess.
Being possessed by a
Okay, so
spirit
being-
inflicts a level of trauma at the end of every week, so it's something to deal with. But it's nothing right now.
We've got friends who know how to get rid of it.
Sure.
Okay.
You really don't want mercy, do you?
I'm also good with
Not
mercy finding you.
Now.
Okay. Again, it
Okay,
wouldn't be in
let's
the middle
do
of the
this.
score. That'd be another clock. Mercy
Oh
shows.
God.
Yeah, no. Okay, then you are possessed, but you don't take harm from it in this case.
Yeah, the ghost.
And I did not take stress, so
Nice.
I am good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hang on. I just saw a phrase in here that I need.
Okay.
Okay, that's what that is. Weird. That's terrible. Okay.
Now, Grind and Hicks, you guys were trying to wreck the place.
Yeah,
trying to destroy
I-
whatever weird magic thing they're doing.
I do have one bookkeeping question. I took harm, but I resisted it, and I have a tick on my progress clock for healing. Does that tick go away? Or
If
did you actually take the harm if you resist it totally?
If you resist it totally, no, then you're fine.
Okay.
Okay. You guys are working together to disrupt the ghosts.
Yep.
Both
Yep.
just throwing electroplasmic vials everywhere. What does it look like?
I'm using my ghost ward stuff, I think.
Okay.
Because I
I'm
just don't have
throwing-
the load.
I'm throwing black salt.
Okay.
And this
let's do
is
this. Group
position
action,
wise.
wreck, desperate, and
Desperate.
you're using electroplasm, so this is be standard.
Okay. I've already marked my fine wrecking tools. Can you use them more than once if you mark them? Is it like a
Yes.
pistol where you can just keep using? Okay, so
Yes,
I
you
will.
just have them.
Yeah, unless they're
I can
broken,
jack
like my
that up.
spyglass.
To great effect.
Okay. Yes, Hicks.
I rolled a 5. It was 5 fingers.
Oh, okay.
And I rolled
So
bad.
5.
Rolled
Okay.
5.
The 5.
I'll
So
take
one
that
defense.
stress.
Yeah, but the 5. That was Hicks's 5, so it was at standard effect.
Well, we just need one more tick.
You have. There we go. And so
Wait, it was great effect, so shouldn't that be 3?
No, it was standard on
Grimes.
Hicks's.
Only Grimes
Yeah.
is great.
Is that not?
Oh,
is that how
do
it
you not
works?
roll the
But
same
should-
I mean,
effect?
It
Well, I was
depends who the
leading it.
leader is. Yeah.
Leader was?
leading
Yeah.
the group act.
Okay, then yeah.
Leading the group action.
I didn't know who was leading. Then yeah, okay. That goes.
Sorry,
up to
yeah, sorry. We
effect.
talked about it ahead of time.
One
but there
more,
was stuff
the
that happened
score
in
is-
between.
Yeah, one more, and the score
I-
is over.
I'm going to just shoot ghosts. I'm just leaning over the edge.
Now, first,
fucking bloody and shooting.
before that happens, I think I have some desperate stuff to do.
Oh no!
I have some desperate stuff to do.
I disagree. We're good.
Just no
I
more
think-
clocks.
I think, is that it? That could be it. So many possibilities for what clocks to fill. Oh, the sniper is defeated, though. I think I'm gonna finish Ryan's involvement with Heart Calm exposed clock.
I would like to counter with that electroplasm knocks out our supply.
Oh no.
That's almost worse.
You know what? I let you pick.
I like that idea, not because of it's not the filling of the clock thing, whatever, that's going to happen eventually. But I just like that idea narratively that this has gone poorly enough that the electroplasm has fucked up whatever we've stored in that building.
Okay. You're out of supply. That's all. You're done with the bombs for
You
now
aren't
until
doing
you can get
sales
more.
jobs.
Yes.
So the next job has got to be resupply.
and Hicks and I
The
have
next
our
job
own
has got to be
bombs.
Ulf. We don't have a choice.
But except
Yeah,
Wolf needs you
Wolf
to
is the
bomb
next
stuff,
job.
and you're out of bombs.
Bombs. Gotta do a fast turnaround.
So,
We can just acquire asset. It's all right.
yes, but
We're good.
I
Yeah.
don't think you. I think that's bad enough. You are between that and needing a bomb immediately for as soon as possible. I'm not.
That's real bad.
I'm not going to deal harm. You're standing back and you're doing it, and the ghosts are not harming you guys. I am merciful. I think yeah, but however, they're still there. Many of the ghosts have been either completely disintegrated or they're driving away. I think there's still one there though. He's still chanting like he was before, alone this time. And you
Well,
can
it's
see him as he's
cheaper.
fighting. He's starting to like grow in size almost. He's probably about 7 feet tall now and slowly growing. Zaid.
I would like to David this Goliath, please.
Okay, perfect. From
So
your
he's-
rooftop position on your anathema
With the
to
bird
spirits
swooping
building,
in.
this will be risky, not desperate.
I
Earth, are
will
you
make
shooting?
it desperate.
Okay, then you have to you go down there to get a better shot.
I'm literally hanging out of the window
No, I think
trying to
this
get a
is
shot.
Jumping off the roof and
Nope.
firing midair.
Nope. I don't want to break my legs, sir.
Hey, it's Batman.
I'm leaning out the window, like, because he's like down, like right next to the building, so I have to lean out the window to get him. Right.
Okay.
So there's a chance I just die by falling because I'm also really injured.
I know what could happen.
Yeah.
Here's my devil's bargain. This is your last shot.
Like the last shot in the clip.
This is the last of your ammo. You have one shot to kill this thing.
It's the last of your
Completely out of ammo.
electroplasmic ammo. I guess regular ammo to use out
This
bullets.
is- Yeah.
I'm in it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
Okay.
so what is it before I start messing with
I
it?
will
So
help
you push
if
it
you
to
want.
desperate, so it is desperate and great. Oh, no, before everything else, before the electroplasmic bullets, before that, it'll be desperate standard because you.
Okay. So bird pushes it to great. Gun pushes it to extreme.
We only need limited.
I know. I have them already though.
Mhm.
I don't think my ammo gives me extra effect versus ghosts, does it?
No, it gives you.
It gives it's the
effect.
fictional positioning
It
to
lets me shoot
make
the
it not
ghost.
zero effect. Yeah.
Okay, so because minus an effect because I'm hurt, and then minus a die because of also hurt.
So it's still great effect, and then
Still great effect, but I'm just
Minus-
rolling hunt normally because
Yeah.
Daredevil.
Well,
Okay.
actually, it's +1 because you have the +1 from Daredevil, the +1 from Devil's Bargain, and the -1
Oh, yeah.
from your harm. So it's
And the
Got
+1 from Grind.
from Grind's help. So it's actually +2 dice still.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Another suggestion. Grind did that infrastructure roll. Can we use that as a setup action? It's lit up around here. You can see real well.
Was that a setup?
No, we used
wasn't.
it for
No.
It wasn't specifically. I was just wondering if you could use it retroactively as a setup.
No, I think that was more for recruiting the gang.
That did specifically increase the gang stuff. So I
Okay,
don't think so.
just checking.
Yeah. So-
Then in that case, I'll just throw down fire oil, and guess what? There's a blazing fire right behind your target.
Is that how you help?
Yep, you paint the
Mhm.
target.
Help
Okay.
with fire.
Fire always helps.
Here's where I die, everybody. 6.
There goes.
Okay. So, whatever ancient ritual this ghost was about to complete is cut off in the last syllable with an electric bullet that passes through it, and then, like, its head just, like, vaporizes into, like, actual mist, and then the rest of it disintegrates as well.
There's
I'm
a
picturing,
long.
like, the bullet hits, and there's like the lightning that slides through the whole body, and then it's which missed.
Exactly.
There's like a long silence, and then the bell goes ding.
Okay, you did it! Everything that could possibly happen
Go wrong. Went
has
wrong,
been dealt
but we
with.
Handled it.
This is not everything could go wrong. The blue
Wow.
coats could still show up. but they
Except for
don't.
the fact that, someone's still out there pretending to be us.
Yeah. As a reminder, the blue coats didn't show up, and this was that score. But at the end of the day, you have recruited a gang, and you have carved out a new piece of turf.
Ugh.
We
We
did
have
it.
to do Ulf's job. We're
It
all
took
fucked.
everything we had.
I'm possessed. There's no problem.
Ugh.
What? Take a look at the Fusewrights Union page. What turf do we want? Because that opens up different stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So
So
left
do we
or
wanna
right?
Do we want to get more turf, the personal clothier, Vice Den, and Foreign Market? Do we want to work that way, or do we want to work into Lookouts, Informants, Luxury Venue, Cover Identities, and Cover Operations?
Those turfs
Well-
aren't linked directly.
Yeah, those two
the
turfs on the
left.
left aren't linked. You see,
Oh,
it goes
okay,
turf.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
so
left
it's
way
just
is still the way to go because heat equals coin and downtime. So if we have more heat,
To your roll minus heat is what
Oh,
it is. So you roll, literally, and then you minus your heat. So if you have, I don't think this is a step thing. This is literally whatever the result is, up to 6.
Oh, and you can.
it's
And we
to
can
get
do
more
that
coins,
twice.
basically. Yeah.
It's a passive heat increase.
Yeah.
Not passive heat.
And you're
it's
right, you
passive
can
love.
actually get it twice between
Coin
Vice Den
increase.
and Foreign Market.
I'd say go that
Let me
way then.
see.
Yep.
I'm
left
looking at
turf
what's
is-
on the right though. We do have cover operation right next to the turf.
True, and
I
our
like
tier is
You
Right.
guys,
low.
it doesn't
Yeah,
sound
that-
like you
that
guys
actually
are
leads to
doing
the
a cover
3 for the-
operation thing. Like, you don't seem like people who would have cover operations.
No, we're just looking at which turf to open up, so we have the pathways to those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
No,
you,
I know.
You can,
I'm just thinking which ones are you more likely to go for also narratively in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Honestly, I just want
narratively,
that personal closer.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's fair.
yeah, we'll go
Yeah.
left. I'm fine with it. I just wanted,
Okay.
everybody to take a look,
Yeah, I'm also all about like
strategize.
buying a bar or something.
yeah,
So
like
I
the cover
assume-
operation wouldn't necessarily
Yeah,
be
Vice
our
Den
gang.
would be-
It'd be
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a bar. We open like a bar or I guess a hookah lounge or something.
Something.
And
Mhm.
Okay.
We also, if we're getting a cohort, can we like a cohort now?
You can. Yeah. Let's create the cohort. So
Because I'm
this.
assuming it's
How do
the-
we?
here's.
Oh, it's
the
up here.
handout.
Yeah.
So-
I hit a button wrong.
What button?
Oh, is that why it flashed?
Yeah, how much rep are we
We
supposed to
just
have?
ranked up, so I think
No,
How much
we
rep?
had we were. Hang on, we were here.
Okay.
We were just
How does
getting
the-
into the turf stuff.
I
does
don't
the
think we
turf-
were quite that far.
How did the
we
turf
were
we
quite
just
turf,
ranked
yeah.
up the crew.
The turf buttons work backwards, so you go like
Okay.
this.
Oh, I hit the wrong side of the turf button. You have to hit like in the gray. or it
yeah.
leaves
Ah,
you
okay.
do.
But were we
That's-
halfway to already ranking up
We
again?
weren't Because I remember seeing white there.
Okay, I thought we
Think
were
we
into
were
the
around
filling
here.
grays.
I can go back and check in between sessions. We'll check because every
Yeah.
rep is not
Well-
something that you get a lot of, so it'll be at the end of each score. You'll get a certain amount, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sorry.
you guys have on the right. You'll see the cohort right to the right of crew upgrades, so we can add one. They are a gang, and being that they are lamplacks, they're probably thugs.
Probably.
I'm good with that.
Yes.
Killers,
Does seem like-
brawlers, and roustabouts. Roustabouts. So if someone wants to add that, their scale and quality is equal to your current tier. So there are your tier 1. So there's about 3 to 6 gang members right now. But as your gang goes up, they will automatically increase in quality and number.
Okay.
So when
So
you create
one
a
or two
cohort,
edges.
yeah, 1 or 2 edges and equal number of flaws. You get to choose. Here's some independent, loyal, tenacious.
Is there a handout for that I'm not seeing?
Yeah.
Oh, there it
it's
is.
on the-
Sorry,
Yeah.
it was hidden behind a bunch of crap on my screen. Sorry.
Mhm.
I don't know about the edges, but I am voting for principled on flaws. Because that
I'm-
kind of fits what we've got.
Yeah, I'm gonna argue for loyal on edges because that stops a problem.
Yeah.
True.
Do we want?
Yeah, I
okay,
feel
what
like just part of our theme of like we work together, we're a union. Our thugs are loyal. They're not the best, but they're
Okay.
they're
Do
in
we
it.
want-
They're-
we
So
can-
loyal and
card
principled.
carrying
You can have
Do you
one
want to
here.
have an extra edge and flaw?
We can have an extra one.
But that
What
makes
else
Principled
do
was
you-
the flaw.
Yeah, principled is the flaw.
Principle, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
loyal
one
and
more-
principle. I think those are good flaws.
Do we also want to add something like fearsome and give them wild?
I think fearsome and unreliable makes more sense.
I would do
Yeah.
fearsome and savage
Well,
because
fearsome and unreliable also makes sense with our whole theming. They're they're card carrying union members. We call it to fight. They have work. They have
Yeah.
real jobs.
They have to like, oh, the Lamplack Guild broke up. I guess I have to go find a real job now, kind of people.
but
but-
unreliable, nasty, negative.
I think we just stay with loyal and principled. I think that's good for now.
loyal and
Yeah.
principled.
We are their job. Like,
Yeah, loyal. I'm fine with just loyal and principled for.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that too. I was just
That's fair.
asking if we want another edge and flaw.
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
fine.
I don't see. I mean, tenacious maybe, but I don't see like the massive benefit from the rest of the edges versus what the flaws are going to present us with.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Independent feels like it could be a decent one, but I don't know well enough how cohorts work yet.
Well, these are the muscle cohorts. Like we can argue for
So we're not
independent. if
likely to be using them
Yeah.
outside of scores.
Yeah. If we're getting like spies or something, then yeah, independent's a great one. But we keep these guys close at hand.
Yeah, I could see that. This
Fair
is
enough.
just
Or do we want to
number one.
plan for the future since we can have elite thugs and this can we can turn these guys into thug rooks or thug spies or whatever the thing when we turn them elite.
Yeah, I'm still fine just leaving it loyal and principled.
Okay.
And we
I'm good with
can
that.
go from there. If we
Okay.
need to get like a special operations unit, then we can worry about that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh, wow.
yeah, write down in the text description like what the gang is. Right now, I think they're not only Lamplacks, but they're like members from your turf or like members of what's the word? Not just sympathetic, but like members who believe in your cause. But
Yeah.
also some of the Lamplacks or the remnants of the Lamplacks.
They're probably like mostly lamp black remnants, but there's other people in there too.
Yeah.
Crowsfoot people. Yeah.
And they've all filled out all the proper union paperwork. They're on our healthcare program. They're
Yeah.
getting signed up for the retirement plan. There's a
Yep.
whole bunch going on.
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to the meetings. So a couple of them even joined the book club.
Oh, nice.
Now it's not
Okay.
just you.
You listen. The Phoenix's Corner is a great book club where he reads all the nice stories.
You recommend all of the books for the book club. They're
I
all
would
like-
imagine Phoenix just like reading out loud, like, I really enjoyed this book.
I'm imagining that, and also like I'm imagining like a character like Batman reading children's stories to kids, like in a kid corner, like the cow goes moo, like stuff like
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
that.
So
That
score
was
ends.
the score.
End of
Yep.
score.
Oh my
So-
god!
Let's see the damage.
I used almost all of my load. I was
Uh-huh.
one away.
So since we had a problem with the rep tracker, I'm just going to put the rep that we get in our notes, and once we
And then-
figure out what it's supposed to be,
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
we'll add it in.
Yeah.
Okay. So payoff. The crew earns 2 rep per score by default. If the target of the score is a higher tier, take +1 rep per tier higher. Okay. Who is the highest person that you targeted?
Probably
The
those
gang of ghosts.
True. I also
what's their name?
know what the story behind those like weird fake Fusewrights unions are. So I think you gain 4. It was a tier 3 faction. I won't tell you which one. There's a lot of tier 3 factions. And you're tier 1, so you gain 4 rep.
Okay.
Where's the?
Is that total, or just
Yeah,
from
it's-
that?
That's 2
Okay.
rep +1 per the highest tier of the target of the score or target. I do highest of the multiple targets. So 4 rep in total. Coin.
Okay.
You did get a few union dues, but I don't think that's a huge amount in this case. I think it's just 2 coin +2.
Yeah, so it's 4 total.
Okay.
Which,
So, do we want to just give 1 to each of us?
yeah.
Because I think most of us are
Sure.
broke.
Yeah, and I want to use coin on downtime.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
Yeah.
1 coin each. Yep.
We might even be cashing in some stash.
Yeah.
Heat is next, and
This is the one I don't
I
like.
think this is for Heat.
I
don't
don't
think
know
Heat
why.
puts us up to 6 total.
Whoop, whoop.
There were
Okay,
a lot of people that like you let some people get away, and that was fine. But between everything that happened, yeah, 4 Heat. Who wants to roll entanglements?
I'll do it.
It might be me. I think it's my turn, to be fair.
Okay. All right. I was doing it because I got fucked up.
So you're at 6 Heat right now?
Yeah, you don't need the harm. Like,
Fair.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
we
don't
are
have
6
any.
heat right now.
I have no harm, so I'm just
Okay,
gonna.
your wanted level is
gonna
0,
take-
so roll 2 dice and take the lowest.
Yep.
There's fortune. I can't spell. It's not even worth it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
Okay.
the one time that's
so that
good.
flipped or interrogation.
Yeah, I had a heart attack before I realized that.
Flipped or
Wait, it was
interrogation.
4 heat or 6 heat?
We are at 6 heat total. We just gained 4.
Oh, so
Oh.
then it's the 4 to 5 track?
No, it's 6. It's 6+. It's your whatever your current heat is, not however much you gain.
Oh, okay.
So either
flipped or interrogation.
Flipped or interrogation.
I mean, flipped sort of makes the most sense with a person running away from a battle axe that talked to an inspector. An
They're
inspector.
kind of
I also
already
wouldn't
like
mind
that, though.
taking that harm, honestly, because I'm going to heal up. So it
You
won't
can
be
round up
worst.
Adric.
Do I take a walk with Adric and then have him get abducted?
I think that I'm trying to think of flipped.
I don't have a good. I'm all about flipped, but I don't have a good target.
Marlene is the only target I can think of.
Ooh.
Marlene?
They're the only ally who you
Pugilist.
saw. The pugilist, yeah.
You know, I can actually see that. I spent the entire mission
did
hitting
threaten
her
her.
repeatedly over and
Yeah,
over and
sure.
over.
Man, she
Not my
didn't
friend.
fight anyone.
Yeah, not
She
my
didn't get
friend.
to fight anyone.
Okay, so now she has switched allegiances due to the heat on you. They're loyal to someone else.
So I assume I should put a negative on there
Yeah.
for me.
Yep, that would be
Yeah.
right.
Well, it might just be take away the positive. Who are they working for? Like,
No, they were middling, just right in the middle.
Yeah, put it in the negative.
oh, okay.
It was already middling.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna have to start killing our friends, folks.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Marlene has flipped.
Now,
To whom?
can you make new friends if you lose? Like, can you?
Yeah, I don't see why not. You can.
Would they be
network
the
in.
same category of friend? Like if we had killed Steiner, would I just know another assassin?
Not automatically. No.
No, you just add a new friend when you make a friend.
Yeah, you would. It would probably be a long-term project to like befriend someone enough to make that list. I don't think it would be that difficult of a long-term project. Probably a 6 clock, but it still would be.
Yeah, depending on the situation, of course. Like between 4 and 8 seems reasonable, depending on the person.
Exactly.
Like how valuable they are.
Yeah, I
So,
want
like, I'm assuming
the head of the city council is going to be my friend.
Yeah, junky clocks are small. City council clocks are large.
The emperor was in town. I took him out to tea.
It was great. It turns out
about how he's part of the bourgeoisie.
Yeah,
taught me a few sorcery tricks. Okay,
cool.
Yeah.
So then, of course, comes downtime, but we'll get to that. We still have a bit of time, so we have time for something. But I think the first thing is when you guys have finished,
feet are bloodied.
When you guys eventually, after the week, limp back to your HQ, leaning against the door, is Castellan, arms folded, saying, "It's about time. Do you know how many times I knocked?"
I just push her out of the way. Like, I just push her out of the way, open the door, bring Zayd inside, and sit him down, start working on first aid.
Exactly how does possession go here fictionally?
There is a voice whispering in your head that is... I mean, remember the voice in Mistborn that kept saying, "Kill them, kill them."
Okay.
Yeah,
I can work with that.
It's
Sounds good.
You should attack everybody that you possibly see.
Eat their flesh, just like whispering in your ear.
So no different from the voice that's already in Edric's head.
It's overpowering, the current murder voice.
You're used to this one.
There was a reason this ghost didn't hurt immediately.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that voice is staying now.
Possessed you, and he's like, "Oh shit, it's dark in here. Wow, like I thought I was bad. This kid is fucked."
Something like that. Cass is like, "I just came to talk." Like, if you close the door behind her, she's like knocking. Like
I'm like gesturing her to come on in. Sure.
Okay. And so
I ask her to take off her shoes.
She rolls her eyes, but does so.
I don't take off mine. I walk in the door and like take your shoes off, and I'm marching in with like dirty boots.
Yeah. She like looks at it, looks at you like, "Are you serious?" But she just, if you like give her the thing that yes you are, she's like, whatever.
I double down on the look, like I stare at her shoes expectantly.
She like kicks off her boots without really, yeah.
Close the door behind her and stand in front of it.
Don't mind me, I'm just bleeding.
Can we talk about Ulf?
I'm going to turn my head toward that conversation if I'm hearing it.
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, she's trying to talk to like you as a crew, not even specifically Edric.
Okay.
So she's looking at all of you if you're there or nearby, and she's like,
I still just have my hand on my gun in my holster while I'm like being bandaged just in case.
Well, I'm doing this because I can roll Tinker and get rid of your penalties if we have to.
Oh, yeah, okay.
She's like, "Listen, I know things were really tense there for a second. I saw a couple of those glances and movements. I know what those mean. And I tried to come here to clear the air as best I could." Oh,
why are you with him?
That's a separate issue.
Not to me.
A few reasons, but I'll just say right now because he's honest. That's rare in the city. Ulf, speaking of honesty, the reason those spirit wardens that you talked about that he said he basically threatened to tell them about you, thinks that you're a part of it. There was some, when he mentioned it, and she, again, gives a look at Adric. Most of you didn't seem to know what he was talking about. I got the gist of that, at least.
And I'll take a look at Grind there, who I have mentioned this to when we were staking out the Spirit Wardens. But I'm not stopping her.
Okay.
Yeah, you just see the cocked eyebrow. Like,
It's he was insulted by some Spirit Wardens being found dead and him being insinuated by it. So he asked around and it wasn't exactly loud, but he found the rumors that it might have been you guys.
We need them off our backs.
And
he was pissed that who he thought was an ally would then basically bring down heat on him for no reason.
So it's our
How
fault
is that our fault?
that the
Jeez.
ghost cops went after him?
Yes, that's what he thinks.
We didn't leave big signs that say Ulfric was here.
yeah, Hicks.
Wait, you actually did that? I forgot.
we may have done something along those lines, Hicks. Or I should say, some of us may have done something along those lines.
That was our lives.
Why? Why would you do that?
We should set up
We
an
needed
internal
that.
investigation about this matter, and we'll get back to you.
That's why I'm here.
Internal
So,
affairs will be.
I listen. You talk about it all you want. I came to clear the air because it seemed like you. Ulf is many things. He's smart, but he doesn't. When he's mad, he doesn't really take the time to read people that well. That's fine. Everyone has their flaws. I noticed that, especially Adric, seemed to have a different tone about this than you three, who looked a lot more confused.
I mean, is it?
I'm just trying to explain and trying to make you understand that's why he acted the way he did. Because he was insulted and felt that you owed him. And, not just because he felt that you spit in his face. I know you were mad before. But that's why he was mad at you.
For being known as such a direct person, he was very circuitous in his dealings with us. He would have just come to us and said, "This is what happened." We could have addressed it then, but he decided to escalate the situation.
Ulf is a man of action. He's not a man of feelings. He's not going to come to you and say, "I feel hurt by this, what you did. Are you willing to apologize?" No, he'll say...
No, he should have come here and demanded satisfaction from the persons that wronged him. This is the way of men like him.
That's what he did.
No, he went to the cops, which is against the creed of the people that do the things that we do.
He
We're
didn't go to the
Quite
cops.
bored.
They came to
I have
him, and he didn't tell
union
them
rules.
anything.
He threatened to go to the cops.
One of them says no cops.
Yeah, he didn't tell
Big
them
board of,
anything. And he wouldn't go
rules.
to them. He just wouldn't lie for you again if they came to him again.
I think what
Well-
the real question is are you with Ulf or are you with me?
She looks at you like, that's not what we're here to talk about.
This feels like a family issue.
I think she says, is that... I'm sorry, Adric, is that mutually exclusive? Do you see... should I ask you the same thing? Are you with this union, or are you with me?
I'm gonna stop working on Zaid for a second and step between them. Look at the siblings. This situation you have here, has the It might get out of hand depending on how each of you answer right now. And take it from someone who has lost family. You don't want to go down that road.
Second.
Patrick, we'll talk about this later.
Yeah, I nod.
Okay. She looks at all of you, but also Adric, and she says, Ulf Ironborn is a... She's going to say this. Yes, I think she's going to say this. Ulf Ironborn is not the leader that we need right now, but he is the leader that the people of this city deserve.
That
seems like a tired cliche.
The people did not listen to the quiet voices from that night. And I think even she knows, like, even if it's not in detail, about the loss of Sierra and, like, just generally that you guys have lost people to the Night of Long Farewell.
Yeah.
So she's like, that is what they will do to people who ask nicely. So we're not going to ask nicely for respect anymore. You aren't either.
There is.
I'm sorry, I'm forgetting her name. It's Caslin, right?
Caslin,
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. I have a...
Brian will look at her again and say, you need a leader amongst your people. Ulf, he's not going to win the hearts and minds of anyone that's not willing to stand with him. There are small people in this city that you will need to win over. But just today, I witnessed something in your brother. He has the propensity for being a leader of men.
She looks at him like...
It will be a while. He is young, yeah. But I saw it when I first started working with Edric. It's a quality. That's why I work with him.
And there's no reason you can't both work for Ulf and be under the protection of the Fusewrights Union. We exist to protect the workers, not to overthrow responsible management. We are merely a safety net program for disembodied. But if you choose to look for work outside of the Union, we can help.
I mean, as long as everything is democratic, I don't care who's in charge, as long as they can be not put in charge. And Ulf is kind of the guy that puts himself in charge and doesn't care what people think. If he, I'm also still bleeding.
Ulf and his people, we...
Slide a bucket underneath.
Yes. We are not inspiring leaders, and we know that. We are the wrath of the Skovlanders. We will hurt anyone who disrespects us or our brothers, even if they hate us too. We will protect the Skovlanders, even if they may fear and hate us for it.
Yeah, and you will bring the wrath of the Imperium down upon yourselves in the process.
So be
You'll
it.
only bring more hurt.
You need friends and allies.
We have
Can't
some.
go around bullying people.
We have them. Just not in the Imperium. And if we must sacrifice our own morality, souls, legality, lives, futures for this endeavor, if we must be made devils for the rest of them to be safe, then we will.
So willing to be a
Keep them safe
martyr.
from you.
I'm a Leviathan hunter. I put myself out there all the time. This is just for a better cause than blood. Anyways. She looks at Adric. We'll talk later. Do you let her leave? Because you were standing in front of the door.
Yes.
Okay. He steps outside.
There is a moment of hesitation and kind of a hand going for a pole, but no, I move aside.
Okay.
Even take a leaflet.
If you offer it, she will.
Yeah, I gesture to the table. I definitely have a stand for leaflets by the front door where
Thanks.
Like literally right next to the front door. Like,
there's
and
like a display, and there's like a few, there's like 3 or 4 of them. Like one's
Okay.
like, what are the benefits? How can I get more involved? Like
She'll
things
take
like
one.
that.
She'll take one.
time's running out with the fuse, like going down the bomb.
Yes. Okay, time's running out before the revolution. Things like that.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, she picks one up and yeah, she leaves.
I think on our way out the door, Grind just yells, "If you ever want to do things the smart way, you know where we are."
She just like does like as she's walking away, she just does the like acknowledgement wave from facing away and keeps going with her like
Cool.
tattooed arm. Okay, well, let's end the session there.
Yeah, I'll do downtime next time.
Yep. So Ulf job is next, right? Like, now
We
there's
don't
gonna
have any
We
bombs.
promised him.
You promised
Yeah.
him. Also, you don't have any bombs.
Also, our
That's-
intention to set him
that's
up maybe a little bit
potentially
missed
one
over
downtime
here.
action.
Potentially, yeah. If you
Yeah.
can acquire the asset for it, you can still do that. Okay,
Though I think
well-
acquiring asset for bombs immediately takes 2 heat.
that's true.
It does.
Okay,
Do we still want to? We'll have to talk about it
we'll
over.
figure it out next session. Let's just do end of session stuff. So,
Yep.
Let's start with the crew.
Fusewright.
Yeah.
Okay. XP4, acquiring product supply, executing clandestine or covert sales, or secure new territory.
There it is.
Yeah.
We
Secure new
did that.
territory, what?
Contend with a
Contend
challenge.
with challenges above your current station.
Yes,
Yeah.
according to our rep.
Two. I would say
Does
two.
that one or
both,
two?
Both
Two.
the like weird Fusewrights non-entity and the Ghost Gang counts for XP for this. It may not count for rep, but it definitely counts for
We
XP.
summoned our own XP.
Yes.
Summon our own XP.
Exactly.
Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one.
We're
I mean,
driven.
we didn't leave when there was a gang of ghosts. We just we had the drive to hold on.
Yeah.
And you did
I think
explode a
this might
couple more
actually
buildings.
be.
Might be a new one.
I was thinking like there was a lot of stuff about taking care of people this session, that you specifically tried to like tell people that you will take care of them. So something.
So
something
Yeah.
reputation of
You-
for the people.
We
Yeah.
work together.
Yeah, that's like
Union?
even about your conversation with Caslin at the end was about that too.
Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of the whole point of the whole operation is
Yeah.
that we work
But
together.
now we see that now that side
The
of it,
reputation is getting
is-
out there.
yeah, that side of it is becoming more publicly known.
Mm-hmm.
So we good with for the people? Or do we want to word it differently? How do we want to say
I
that?
don't know, collective action works. We could workshop the.
Yeah.
But I still
Okay,
say
I'll
two
just put it
XP
in-
because
put it in
also
brackets for
explosive
now.
and driven counted as well.
Yeah. So 2 for that for
Yeah, two-
whatever.
2 for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature.
At least one.
At
Yeah.
least one. I might argue 2.
What is the second?
So the inner conflict is definitely like Adric putting out that flyer and that coming back to bite us, and now we learned about it, right?
But we didn't really censure Adric or like
I don't know.
take
Yeah,
any.
that looks like
No,
it's
I didn't
we'll
sense
talk
like
about it
conflict
later.
there.
or not yet at least.
Oh, I
that
assumed
might
it was
be
gonna
next
be like
session.
a big group conversation.
It will be, but
Okay.
it hasn't happened yet. It has not been expressed.
I mean, essential nature and drives, I think we're good on because we have been working real hard to get more people.
Yeah.
Like we want to expand the union. That's a drive. Or
I
an
can
essential
also see
nature.
it as like you guys are all completely battered and you didn't give up at all. Like that kind of
Yeah.
not just reputation, but like even though it was just
Yeah,
you
this-
guys.
This might end up biting us that we have that driven thing for reputation because we like double dip on the goals, drives, and reputation thing. You know.
But hopefully the people, that also is the essential nature of the crew, though.
Well,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
reputation's an essential. I think inner conflict is the big thing. that tends to give the most easy XP for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 there.
Yeah,
I thought it was 2.
we were thinking about 2, but I don't know what the.
Oh, okay.
We
Then
have
I
enough
would-
half points. I feel like
Yeah.
the 2 is reasonable.
1 for, I assume, the conversation with Castellan.
Yeah.
Sure, and then there's like half points
Oh,
sprinkled around.
here's my argument. 1 for the conversation with Castellan, and 2, our big savior plan was call in friends and try to build relationships with
coalition.
other
And extend, and
Yeah,
like
the
prompt.
gondoliers and
And
all
you said
that.
you'd
Yeah.
extend your protection to them because you like what they're doing.
at least offering to, like,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. The idea that we're not the only organization in town, and we're not trying to supersede all other organizations. We're just trying.
We're trying to
to
link
work.
them all together.
We're trying to be the glue. And
Okay,
that's
so
Yeah.
take some pieces for ourselves. That's fine, but we're still the glue.
if my calculations are right, that puts us at a level up.
I think you're
I
right.
feel like didn't we just hit a level up?
That's why I'm like, did I do something wrong here? Did I hit a wrong button? Because I
think
feel
your
like we just did that
calculations
too.
Right. We just were at 2 before, and now with another 8, it fully leveled us up again.
I think you're right.
Okay, is it just
Yeah.
making sure I didn't accidentally add something
did-
that I shouldn't have?
We might have had 2 left over from last time.
That's what was
Yeah,
saying.
we
Yeah.
had
did.
spillover last time we
Okay.
leveled up.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Okay,
And we got
then we're
another
good.
ability.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that one out.
Hey, if you want elite thugs.
Yeah,
we
elite
want elite.
thugs.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, but
Yeah.
I'd
We'll talk
be
about
down for that.
Okay. Who wants to go for character XP? Zayd, I picked you.
I can,
Okay.
I guess.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
wait, I'll go.
Sorry, I'm lagging. I think. Like I'm saying
Oh,
this thing,
okay.
and then you guys are hearing it. I find.
Okay.
Okay. So address a challenge with tracking or violence. Yes. Double dose of that.
We had a lot of
Express your
violence.
beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Yes, because sniper and bounty hunter ex-girlfriend. Specifically not wanting to kill sniper friend.
Yeah, you didn't actually kill. You didn't kill anyone this entire session, so that if they're not a ghost.
I didn't kill anyone. That is true.
Huh.
I just did
Adric
violence.
handled all the murder.
Yeah.
I didn't murder either. No, you did murder.
No,
I did
Adric
murder.
They murdered all of the
I
leftover red
I
sashes.
retracted my statement immediately.
Mhm.
Yeah, I call them now the dead sashes.
So
God damn it.
so I'm taking a second one here because I wanted the sword as like a memento.
That's
Right,
fair.
like-
yeah, you did ask
yeah.
for that.
Yeah, that was very specific.
Struggled with issues from your vice or trauma. Didn't really come up. I don't
Haunted?
think so. Haunted may like I don't want to double dip on that. Haunted.
I think the sword isn't haunted.
Sword is
No.
not haunted. You could just say like haunted is like you didn't, and I think that it makes sense that you didn't. In the future, haunted could also apply to ghosts. It's just the word haunted. It's up to you how it works.
Yeah, I think it's more haunted like not wanting to kill his friend, not wanting like this
Okay.
more me out of character, but in character he'd make the same argument of like let's not kill
Steiner or Costa.
Costa.
Let's
Yeah.
not make more ghosts.
Let's not make more ghosts.
That's fair.
That's true. So just 5 total.
Okay.
Um
All right.
yeah, I'll figure out where to put those later. I'll just put them in playbook for now, but I might switch those around.
Who's next?
Mine's real short. I marked all my desperate actions already. I addressed at least one challenge with rhetoric and at least one with destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And my vice did not come up. I tried to express some, like, beliefs
But
and
just-
drives.
I
In that
can
last
see it.
conversation.
Like one
Yeah.
of your beliefs
Yeah.
seem to be flyers and paperwork and are very important. Because that came up
how you-
5 times as
It's the idea of being official. It's the idea of we're doing this right.
Yeah,
that
and you
came up a
wanted to go to the
lot.
demons with like official documentation.
Yeah,
and
Those
that
facts
specific
not
didn't
enough. We need
happen.
papers.
But yeah, there was the flyer at the end with
Well,
Castellan.
yeah.
There was the paperwork when you came around to everyone. There was everything.
yeah,
It's. I want to look official, even if we're not really like a functional like union yet. I want to have it all starting off where we're used to doing all of the garbage bureaucracy.
Perfect. I could see 2 if you want to take it.
Yeah, it's just 3 XP total between the
Okay.
rhetoric and beliefs and drives. I feel like that's it. My vice is gonna come up next session because I'm super stressed and have no vice purveyor.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, make sure you mark the stash because we level.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
When the
right,
crew
yeah.
advances, everyone gains.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is stash equal to twice your tier? So now it's actually. Is that it?
it's still 2.
It's still 2. Okay. It'll be when your tier up when you get to another.
I'll double check,
It'll go to 4.
but I'm pretty sure it's 2 for this one. Oh no, tier plus 2.
Oh, tier plus.
Yeah,
2.
so it's 3.
actually.
So we're
It
filled
should have
the
been
full
3
first
than the
line.
one before, too.
Yeah, we should have filled the full first line.
So yeah, you can mark 4 this time to make up for the extra.
Yep. So full line plus 1 on the bottom.
Oh, when you click the +1, like the one on the bottom, it fills in that other one. So I think that one on the right is the last box. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's the 10 for the first row.
Yes.
Okay, so it's just a full first row.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That big box just means like you've hit the like
You have
your
your
step out
guys'
of-
lifestyle, personal lifestyles, if you still have the full row, has tiered up. So
Cool.
yeah. Okay, who's
that
next?
might change because we might be pulling stash.
I can
Sure.
go pretty quick.
Go ahead.
Technical skill or mayhem. I got 2 on that. Wrecking shit, tankering shit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Telling Adric and her sister to just get over it. Your fucked family. Going to the gondoliers because friends are something that Grind thinks we all need.
And good spirit police.
Yes.
Yeah, it runs with our
And,
plan
like-
of not liking the spirit wardens if we
Yeah.
support the local spirit wardens, the neighborhood ghost patrol.
Support your
Yeah.
local businesses.
Yeah, and it's all about the people that don't have institutional authority, like raising them up, you know.
Excellent.
And yeah, no vice or trauma, so I'm good.
Okay. That leaves
That-
Adric.
Addressed challenges with violence or coercion. I'm going with 2 there.
That's a double dose.
Expressed beliefs, heritage, or background. I'd go with a little bit on background with the Castellan conversation. I'm not sure I would go with the second one there, or at least I can't think of one.
Okay.
Struggles with issues from vice or traumas. This one's a little bit finicky. I've been trying to play up the scared of heights for a while, but I don't know if that actually counts.
What is your
I
what's
saw
your
it.
trauma? What's your trauma?
Paranoid. So it's
I
as
definitely
close as you're
see-
gonna get.
I say maybe not for the fear of heights, but the fact you kept trying to hide behind your barricade to
You kept
give
trying to hide your
yourself
barricade. Also, you
the maximum-
refused to go onto the roof to help Zayd against that ghost.
Yeah,
Is another thing for me.
you're paranoid about losing your one and only advantage, which was your barricade. So you made it harder for everyone else because you wanted to have your perfect moment.
And you
Which
did
is
have
how
it.
it was very paranoid in character. You didn't want to screw up your one shot. So I definitely see paranoid for trauma. Like don't waver because it was a cool decision that was definitely a character and not a tactical decision.
It paid off.
I would argue that the scared of heights thing hits your background because you're scared of heights because of your experimentation.
Or was that always the thing?
Right.
I don't remember. Either way, it doesn't have to be because of your temptation. It's you were scared of heights because you've always been scared of heights, which is still background.
Fair enough.
One way or another.
All right. In which case,
The paranoid could just be more like, I can't go up there because of like I might fall, even though it's like a step, right?
Yes.
yeah, and I've been
like-
trying to do more inanimate, like the barricade with paranoid. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
no,
Alright.
it definitely worked.
Then that worked.
Okay. Excellent. And that is the end of this session. Despite our best efforts, we've gotten back to where we wanted to leave, which was starting with downtime actions next session.
That's because it was a really big job.
It was a really
huge
long
job.
job.
Everything just.
I did between not you guys actually rolled really well, but between on average, but when the rolls
When
were
we finished the
middling,
clock, we started a clock. Like,
yeah,
that's
another
all
clock
that happened.
started. The first half of it was pretty easy, quite slow, and then when the second one hit, it went sideways a bit. But I asked you if you wanted to just recruit the gang or just take the turf without recruiting the gang. It would have been easier, but you got a gang out of it.
Yeah.
I would like this episode to be called The Gauntlet, because that's what happened.
Yeah.
Everyone started like stress free, and everyone ended with wounds.
Oh
and
no, I
stress.
started with a lot
Our
of stress.
stress was high. I
Oh.
started at 6
I
stress.
started with a lot of stress, so I couldn't like push myself, and I didn't want to lead group actions. It definitely made it harder to do things.
I got shot twice and ghost burnt. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
this will make it a little easier when we come back.
When we come back, yeah. Ooh, you're taking that now?
Mm-hmm.
well, that's good.
Excellent. So that is
I-
calculating.
I also assigned. The only thing that gets better for me is I'm now at 3 rec.
I'm at
Nice, we
3
both are.
prowl,
That's great.
debating getting another insight finally. We'll see.
Okay. Well, we will be back. Maybe not next week, because Jordan, you're moving?
I'm most likely moving
Okay.
next
so
weekend.
We're
we
gonna
may
be
or may not be
shaking
back
roll.
next week. If
Yeah,
we're not back
we
with
might-
Blades next week, we might play a board game or something.
Yeah.
an
I would
on-shot
plan
or
on
something.
me not being able to play, and I will update you if that is not the case.
Okay, so
We
assume
can
not.
So-
put together like
So
a
we'll
one-shot.
just call it board game week next week, even if you can make it through it. Like we'll just have an off week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
We'll brainstorm some fun game to play.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for watching. This was fun. This was long,
Yeah.
but it was good. You did it.
But it was just long because it's the same time slot, but it just there was this thing.
Yeah, it was relentless.
Yep.
And the ghost appeared at the end. Which I didn't
High
ex-
energy.
The ghost at the end I did not expect, but then the desperate and devil's bargain meant, yeah, there's some ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to keep an eye on those place tips, like the
Yeah.
how
They
that
do
came
matter.
in. Like
I really
Yeah,
changed
especially
the way
now
we
that your
played
turf
it
and
as soon as
hunting
we
grounds
read
are all
that.
in, or your turf and hunting grounds are all in Crowsfoot, so it's gonna matter a lot.
Especially if we're doing violence in Crowsfoot, we're going to do that a lot.
Yep. Okay. Well, we'll be back later. See ya.
Bye.